Hello friends, welcome back to the channel Mathematics World. In the last video, we have seen GCD topic. In that, we studied definition of GCD and theorem, that is existence of GCD. In today's video, I am taking the topic Euclid's lemma and Euclidean algorithm. In the last video, I told you that next video will be on examples of GCD. But when I go through your textbook, I find examples of GCD can be solved by using Euclidean algorithm. So that's why I take this topic in today's video. So without wasting a time, let's jump into the video. Our first topic is Euclid's lemma. So what does it say? If P is a prime such that P divides AB, then P divides A or P divides B. How we say that? If P is a prime, okay, P is any integer you take and that integer can be divided by that number and only one itself. Okay, so how we prove this? Suppose we have given P divides AB. Okay, so here we write let P divides AB. Here we have two cases, either P divides A or P does not divides A. Suppose we take in first case P divides A, then here we have P divides A. So there is nothing to prove, but if we consider P does not divide A, then we have property, that is P is prime and P does not divide A, then P and A is equal to 1, means their GCD is equal to 1. Okay, therefore we write here P and A is equal to 1. Now here we consider that P and A is equal to 1, and for this equation we apply existence of GCD. What is existence of GCD says any two non-zero integers A and B in Z have GCD and it can be expressed as MA plus NB, where M and N belongs to set integer. So here we have P and A. So we apply the existence of GCD theorem. So we take M and N integers, so that 1 can be written as M into P plus N into A. Now we multiplying both the sides by B, then we get B is equal to MPB plus NAB. Okay, since we have P divide AB and P divides itself, because P is a prime, so it divides itself. Now from this what we write, we take M and N to multiply this, and we take addition of these numbers, that is MAB means NAB plus MPPB, means here we multiply MB and here we take N. Okay, so this is nothing but B. So therefore P divides B. That's what we have to prove. In a first case we proved P divides A, and in step 2 we prove P divides P. That's what we have to show. Hence we proved. Okay, now let's move to our main topic, that is Euclid's algorithm. What Euclid algorithm says, let A greater than B be both positive integers, and then we apply division algorithm on them. Then A can be written as B into quotient plus remainder. Okay, so how we write that? A is equal to BA1 plus R1, where this R1 is between 0 to B. Similarly we take this B, okay, plus B is equal to R1, this remainder R1, into some quotient, that is A2, plus R2. When we divide B by R1, then we get A2 as a quotient and R2 as a remainder. So that's what we write here, and again R2 is between 0 and R1. We continue this process till we get the 0 element. Okay, so here we have Rn minus 2 is equal to Rn minus 1 into An plus Rn, where Rn is our 0. Okay, and this An is greater than or equal to 2. Okay, now this A1, A2 till An and these R1, R2, R3 and Rn are integers. So here we observe 0 is greater than B, B is greater than R1, R1 is greater than R2, R2 is greater than R3 and so on. It is a decreasing sequence of non-negative integers, and for some Rn is equal to 0, when we get Rn is equal to 0, then there the process ends. Okay, and these equation 1, 2 till n are nothing but our Euclid's algorithm. Okay, this is the process what we have to use to find the GCD. I hope you understand this. This is quite easy. When we take example, then you will understand it better. In the next video, I will be taking the examples of GCD. So that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. Thank you.